Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my Crafty Dan, and this is my weekly plan with me. As you can see from in front of you, this is not my classic sized happy planner. So let me explain. I filmed my spread in my happy planner, which is my social media planner, and that's what I usually post on Sunday. But I film on my phone. I was doing some cleanup on my phone this week, and somehow I trashed and then permanently deleted every single thing that I had filmed on my camera. Stuff that I hadn't posted, even things that I had already edited, but they're gone. Everything's gone. So I'm starting over. So to help me get caught up, I'm going to do a plan with me for this week here, which is not the week coming, but the week after. This is from April the 10th to the 16th. I'm going to try to start filming Plan With Me's a week in advance. And specifically because if I'm planning for a holiday and I'm using a holiday theme, that gives you guys time to get things together and do that type of spread if you decide that you would like to do that in yours as well. So it gives you guys a week heads up, kind of. So I'm going to try filming a week in advance. So I use my bullet journal as my catch-all planner right now. It makes things so stinking easy for me. And I set up each week like a weekly planner. I take this page and I leave it full. I take 3 pages, I believe I have 3 pages, and I cut them down to just a little less than half a page so that I've got a wide column on each side. This is way wider than a box in my happy planner. This is a bigger strip. So what I do is I decorate this. I have fun with this. I use this like I used my happy planner. It's just a different setup. So I have my front page, my back page, the 3 pages that I cut down work out to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's here, and I still have a column here and here and here. So it's like having 3 sidebars. This works out really good for me. So I'm going to decorate this week in here. There are no holidays. I have no appointments, nothing like that. But I keep track of absolutely everything in here. I have this wonderful little box of goodness, and it's all washi tapes from Amazon that I ordered. I'll put a link for this in the description box. And yeah, I'm going to use this to decorate this week. So I'm looking at this, which is really, really pretty. And I'm looking at how wide it is. What have I got in here? In April, come he will. In May, sing all day. In June, change his tune. In July, prepare to fly. In August, go he must. That's kind of different. But what I was thinking was that I might use this washi as a strip for all across the bottom on all my pages. So I decorate this so that my decor shows no matter what day I'm open to. So I'm going to start by taking my scissors and giving this a straight edge. I'm just going to stick this little piece I cut off up here because I may use it. And then I am going to add my washi all across the bottom. It's really easy to decorate in here. At least I find it is. And I use these washi tapes all the time. These wide washis are a must if you're doing this type. I'm going to give that a really good crease in there with my finger. Then I'm going to take this page and flip it. I'm going to fold this around that page. I'm going to see if I can do this in one strip with no breaks. This washi is already a collage. So I think I have to stop here because I'm running a little crooked. So I'm just going to cut that right there so that I can start it on this page and get a straight run again. There won't be much page showing. And the key here is to get this creased right down in between those pages really well. Yes, so I only cut that once, going all the way through there. Now I'm going to take this because there's a bit of a gap between these two pages, and with my fingernail I'm actually just going to go down and crack that so that it doesn't bind my pages. And get this nice and straight, and then I am going to give this a trim, lift it a little wee bit because I don't need it to go all the way to that edge. I'm going to trim it right there so it doesn't go over around that corner. So I have something across the whole bottom. Isn't that pretty too? This is absolutely gorgeous. This is kind of my style too. Like when I do paper crafting, I love this whole collaged look, the vintage look. This is like so pretty. So also down this page here, I decorate. I put a lot of decor down here. I write in all these other spots, but I decorate down here. So I'm going to just maybe make my own little bit of a collage there. I'm going to take my page and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm just going to give a tick on this line here and then draw a faint pencil line, just a faint one, down that line so that I know I don't want to go over into this column a whole bunch. I kind of love this. I think this one was called Insects. Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this one was called. But I think I'm going to start with a chunk like this right there. Just a bit. And then I'm going to take I've got a little file here that I was using for decoupaging. I'm just going to use it to hold that down and rip that off right there so it doesn't go over my page. And I'm going to put this one back in. And then I've got these little, what have I got here? Oh, this is that one that was just really weird. So I think I'm just going to take a chunk of this, just a bit like that, and rip it off. And I'm going to put it need a smaller bit of this. Like that. Get my edges stuck down. I layered it right over that one. I kind of love these larger ones too. And I think I like this blue butterfly right here. So I'm just going to tear off the butterfly. Like that. I got a little space here to cover. So I think I'm going to grab this one, which is just script. It looks like it might be French or something that I can't read. I'm just going to grab just a little piece of this because I want to layer it between there and there like that. And then I'm going to find something to put right there. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's just a wing. It's just a wing and part of a bird and some script. So I'm just going to rip that right there and put it right in the middle here. Gosh, I love this. I love all the florals and the girls and all of those things that I typically use. But oh my gosh, this is so pretty. So that's a complete week in this planner using washi. So next, after I have all my washi down, I'm going to pick a color that goes with this washi. And I've got my Crayola Super Tips right here. Do I want a color that's going to go with it? Or do I want a color that's going to pop off the page? I have this kind of burgundy that is in bits of this down here, just like the writing and just bits of it. There's even some of it through here. So do I want something like this? This would still pop. Or do I want to go with a bright blue like this? That one butterfly is that blue color. Just that one. Would that be fun? It's so hard to decide. This is the hardest part for me, is trying to decide what color I want to go with all of this really goodness. I think I'm going to stick with the red. I'm going to stick with this reddish brown color, and I'm going to go over all of this. Now, these Super Tips are wide, and they're water-based color, so they dry really quickly. But if you get your journal wet, they will run. They'll run on the page. So don't get your journal wet. So yeah, so I'm going to use this one. So with these Super Tips, if you hold them on a little bit of an angle, you get a really wide, and you can make them a little bit thinner by not pressing very hard and holding them upright. So you're just using that little tip. So I have this done. I'm still going to use this color because I'm going to use this color to put some bullet points down. I do all my tasks at the beginning of each week in this list. Just put a nice row of bullet points down the page like that, and then I can write all my tasks out. And then for each day of the week, I do 4 bullet points so that I can put my chores or what needs to be done that day down. And then I write in work, and then I will do 2 bullet points down here so that I'll work on a video. I might be working on filming something and editing something else, but that's how I lay my week out. That's how I turn this into a planner as opposed to a bullet journal. But I'm still doing the bullet points the same way. So I'm going to do that same thing over here. And I'm going to turn each page into a planner page. And I love these super tips for those perfect little bullet points. They work amazing, that they're such a juicy little tip. So I've got all of those down. And then over here, let me make sure where I'm putting them. I would need to do that. So I'm going to go about every 5 of these and put another little bullet point. Because there's things that don't need to be done on a certain day, but they need to be done sometime this week. Whether it's make a phone call like this, or pay a bill, or make a bank transfer. There's all kinds of things that aren't time specific, but that you want to get them done this week. So now I'm going to take my pen. I use my Sharpie pen in here and it doesn't bleed through. And start writing all my tasks that have to get done this week. So these are all just my household chores that I have to do. Plus run errands, grocery shop, my bottle returns, water my plants, you know, all of those things that I have to do. So then I'm going to I have a bill list for the month of April. So anything that has to be paid this week is going to go on its specific time. So pay. Now this might come out of the bank automatically or on a card automatically, but I always check on the specific day or the day after to make sure that this has been done, because things happen and it's a lot easier on your credit if you screw up and make a mistake for you to call them and say, this is what happened, I need to fix it ASAP, than it is on your credit if they have to call you. So also here, I've got another bill to pay, and this one doesn't come off automatically because I have to go do that. So I have that. Now over here, I'm just going to put a $sign beside that. Then I know that that has something to do with the bank, and I have to do that today. It can't be bumped ahead. There, so that's another one that I have to do. All this has to be done on the 10th. So, because I don't work anymore, I'm retired. So this will be something to do with filming, editing, something like that. My YouTube channel doesn't make me a living. It gives me some pocket change. This isn't a big channel, but it gives me some pocket change so that I can buy washi tape. Things like that. It doesn't do much, but that's what it does. So, and the main reason that I do this is because if I don't do anything, I'm going to shrivel up on the sofa, turn into a prune, dry up and blow away. And then I'll just be dust in the wind. And yeah, so this keeps me doing something. So I have that. And then also, I do have one more bill to pay in here, and this is my car payment. So there's that. So that's due tomorrow. So then I have to make this phone call in notes. That's where it goes. So I picked up these little paper clips from Temu. I think it was 80 cents or something like that for this paper clip. It's just a bent paper clip. And what I like to do with this is I have my week open on my desktop, my tabletop, my countertop, wherever. And what I need beside this is a pen to write ongoing things, to check, I X this off or move it forward if it doesn't get done. But these go down every week, so they don't get moved forward. But in here, I may put something in here at the beginning of the day, then my date changes, I don't get it done, so I will forward it instead of X it off to make sure that it gets done. But yeah, so anyway, I have this here, this fits right in there. So that there, it just sits like that. I've not done a bullet journal for years because I thought you had to be an artist. I also thought that you had to be just doing like long progressive notes in here with X's and, forward arrows and lists of pages, different pages of things. I've decided that this can be a planner, and I love it. For me, this is the best planner system that I could have. If I could buy something that was set up like this, already done, cut, just dated at the top of these dates with nothing at the tops of these here so I could decorate and do them the way they wanted, I'd buy that one. So yeah, this works for me. So if you've thought about doing a bullet journal and thought you couldn't do it, they have these little dot grid notebooks at Dollarama here in Canada. They're just called it says bullet journal right on the front, and they've got like a fabric, like a linen cover. I think there's gray ones and beige ones and black ones, but they're like $4.50. So if you wanted to buy something like that, I'm sure you can get them other places as well, fairly cheap. So if you wanted to buy something like that instead of getting a nice leather bound one, that's what I did to start. And I changed out each week in that thing for almost 3 months before I came up with a system that was me and I wanted to do. So get one of those things and experiment on it and see how it works for you. I mean, it'll be trash at the end, maybe you'll get lucky and you'll hit the system that you love right from the get-go. But you don't need to have a $10 or $15 bullet journal to do this in. Just go get a $4 one. This for me has done it, and when I get to the end of it, it'll be done April. So I get 4 months out of this, plus all my setup pages. And because it's April and I'm going to be done this one in a few weeks, I'll be doing a setup for a new one so I can show you what I've tweaked since the last one and what's currently working. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, give it a thumbs up. Help YouTube's algorithms, and maybe they'll notice my channel a little more and get it out there a little more. Who knows? If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you like planner videos, journal videos, or paper crafting, because I do that as well, this is the channel for that. So go ahead and subscribe before you leave. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.